Tech and Trek, exploring the past powered by the future. This is gonna blow your mind. Join me as I dive into the world of ancient myths and see if I can connect them to your favorite movies and TV shows in ways you never expected. Ancient myths have been a part of human culture for thousands of years, captivating us with stories of heroes, monsters, and gods. But what's fascinating is how these stories continue to shape our modern narratives. Filmmakers and writers often draw inspiration from these ancient tales, weaving them into the fabric of our favorite movies and TV shows. From epic battles to tragic love stories, ancient myths have a way of tapping into our collective imagination. They speak to universal human experiences, emotions, and desires, making them timeless and relatable, and that's precisely why they remain an endless source of inspiration for creators today. So, how do ancient myths continue to influence modern storytelling? Let's take a closer look. Originality is a challenge in any creative field, and storytelling is no exception. With so many stories already told, it can be daunting to come up with something entirely new. That's where ancient myths come in, offering a treasure trove of tried and true narratives, characters and themes that can be reimagined and reinterpreted for modern audiences. By drawing from ancient myths, filmmakers can tap into a rich cultural heritage, borrowing from the collective unconscious to craft compelling stories that resonate with viewers. It's a clever way to nod to the past while still feeling contemporary and fresh. Think about it. How many times have you watched a movie or show, only to realize that it's actually a retelling of an ancient myth? Maybe it's the hero's journey, a la Joseph Campbell, or perhaps it's a nod to Greek tragedy. Whatever the case, ancient myths are hiding in plain sight, influencing the stories we love. And the best part? Ancient myths are incredibly versatile, allowing creators to put their own spin on timeless tales. They can be reinterpreted, reimagined, or even subverted to make a point or comment on modern society. Let's face it, coming up with something entirely new is tough. By drawing from ancient myths, creators can stand on the shoulders of giants, using those timeless stories as a springboard for their own innovation. Take for example the story of Persephone and Demeter from Greek mythology. You know, the one where Persephone gets kidnapped by Hades and her mom Demeter is all like, "Hey, I'll just make winter happen until you give her back." Fast forward to modern times and you'll find echoes of this story in everything from Disney's The Little Mermaid to the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Or how about the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice? That one's been retold and reinterpreted in countless ways, from music to literature to film. It's a powerful story that continues to captivate audiences today, exploring themes of love, loss, and the power of art. The connections are endless, and that's what makes this topic so fascinating. Ancient myths are the DNA of modern storytelling, and once you start looking, you'll find them everywhere. Let's take a closer look at some specific examples. The Hunger Games, for instance, draws heavily from ancient myths like the Minotaur and the Labyrinth, as well as Roman gladiatorial games. Then there's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which has roots in Norse mythology, with characters like Thor and Loki drawing directly from those ancient stories. And have you ever noticed how many movies and shows feature a chosen one narrative? Yeah, that's straight out of ancient mythological playbook, folks. The film 300, for example, is based on the Battle of Thermopylae, which was itself influenced by ancient mythological stories of heroes and monsters. Even something like Star Wars has echoes of the ancient hero's journey, with Luke Skywalker facing his own set of challenges and trials. Ancient myths are everywhere, hiding in plain sight, and once you start to recognize them, it's hard to unsee them. It's like having a pair of mythological glasses on, and suddenly the entire world of storytelling looks different. Now, I want to highlight a particularly fascinating myth and its modern interpretation in a well-known film or show. Let's take a look at the myth of Cupid and Psyche, a stunning example of how ancient myths continue to captivate audiences today. The myth of Cupid and Psyche is an ancient Roman tale of love, trust, and redemption. It's a beautiful story that has been retold and reinterpreted in countless ways, from art to literature to film. And one of the most striking modern interpretations of this myth can be found in the TV show True Blood. In the show, the characters of Suki and Eric are a perfect example of the Cupid and Psyche myth in action. Their love story is a powerful exploration of trust, sacrifice, and redemption, echoing the ancient myth in ways that are both subtle and profound. What I love about this example is how it shows that ancient myths are still relevant today, speaking to our deep-seated desires and fears. It's a testament to the power of mythological storytelling, demonstrating how these ancient tales can continue to captivate audiences in new and innovative ways. So, what have we learned about the influence of ancient myths on modern media? For one, we've seen how these timeless stories continue to shape our favorite movies and TV shows, providing a rich source of inspiration for creators today. We've explored the challenge of originality in storytelling, and how ancient myths offer a way to tap into a collective cultural heritage, making it possible to craft compelling narratives that resonate with viewers. And finally, we've looked at specific examples of popular movies and TV shows that draw from ancient myths, demonstrating the many ways in which these stories continue to captivate audiences today. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of ancient myths and their influence on modern storytelling. If you have a favorite movie or show that draws from ancient myths, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you're thirsty for more content like this, be sure to check out another video on similar topics. Tech and Trek, exploring the past powered by the future.